don't blink. Because right now, you are already committed. Your tires are on a road with no shoulder, no second chance. If you hesitate here, you don't crash. You disappear. Around the world, humans have built roads that punish the smallest mistake. Not with signs, not with barriers, but with gravity. Tonight, we are driving them. And the first one is already beneath our feet. The road doesn't end. It simply vanishes. I feel it before I see it. The air turns wet, cold, heavy in the lungs. We are standing on North Yungas Road, a strip of mud carved into a mountainside. No guardrail, no margin. Below us is not a view. It's a vertical absence, like the mountain forgot to finish the world. Most researchers believe this road earned its nickname after decades of quiet math. Hundreds of deaths every year. Not from speed, from rain, from weight, from one wrong centimeter. Luis used to guide trucks through this pass. He told me he never looked down. Not once. He watched the tires instead. Because wherever your eyes fall, your hands follow. The road narrows without warning. Rain turns dirt into grease. The tires slide gently at first. Almost polite. That's the moment people die. Not screaming, not panicking, just trusting momentum 1 second too long. Here, survival is boring advice. Stay on the cliffside, not the drop side. Use engine braking. Never coast. And if fog swallows the road, stop. Not slow. Stop. Because motion is the enemy when depth disappears. Looking down feels like staring into a breathing void. The mist moves like lungs. The road clings to the mountain, the way fear clings to thought. Why do people still drive this? Because sometimes this road is the only way home. And when we leave it behind, the air grows colder, quieter. Ahead, there is a road where death is not beside you. It is built into the ground itself. The cold arrives before the sign does, before the asphalt, before the engine protests. We are on the Kolyma Highway in eastern Siberia. Locals call it the Road of Bones. Not as a metaphor, as a record. Most researchers believe tens of thousands of prisoners died here during the Stalin-era Gulag system, forced to build this road through frozen ground, where digging graves was impossible. So bodies were laid down, and the road was built over them. Every kilometer of the Kolyma Highway rests on someone who never left. A maintenance worker once told us that trucks sound different here at night. The ice beneath them doesn't crack. It groans. The danger on the Kolyma Highway is quiet. An engine stalls, fuel thickens, hands lose strength. Survival advice feels unreal. Never turn the engine off in winter. Carry fire on your body, not in the vehicle. And if you feel sleepy, that's not rest. That's hypothermia asking permission. This road doesn't rush to kill you. It waits. Thousands of kilometers south, death announces itself more loudly. We are climbing Rohtang Pass in the Indian Himalayas. The name Rohtang means pile of corpses. Not poetry. A warning. Here, snow turns to mud without asking. Avalanches sweep across blind curves. Asphalt dissolves under melting ice. A bus driver once trusted traction for 1 second too long. Not speeding, not careless. The mountain corrected him. On Rohtang Pass, survival is about timing. Cross early. Never stop on a curve. And when weather turns, turn back. Kolyma Highway hides its dead beneath the road. Rohtang Pass leaves them scattered along it. Different continents. Same truth. Some roads are not built to take you forward. They are built to remember who didn't return. Ahead, the cold gives way to stone, and the danger will no longer be buried. It will be carved by human hands. Stone doesn't move. It waits. We're standing at the mouth of the Guoliang Tunnel Road in China's Taihang Mountains. There are no machines here in the beginning. No dynamite. No shortcuts. Most researchers believe this tunnel was carved in the 1970s by 13 villagers with hammers and chisels. By hand. Through solid rock. Inside, the air is damp and metallic. Every step echoes like a strike. Light enters only through rough windows, cut straight out to open sky and open space. One misstep here doesn't mean slipping. It means stepping into nothing. The cliff waits inches beyond the wall, like a thought you refuse to finish. An old local guide once told us, they measured progress by blood. If the hammer slipped, you stopped for the day. If it didn't, you kept going. Survival here is simple. Keep headlights on, even at noon. Honk before blind corners. And never trust silence inside a mountain. Because stone remembers force. Thousands of kilometers south, the stone opens again. This time, it's called Ma Pai Leng Pass in northern Vietnam. There is no tunnel here. No roof. Just air. The road clings to the cliff, like a scar that refused to heal. Built by young volunteers, who hung from ropes and drove iron into rock. Wind rushes upward from the gorge. It pulls at your breath, at your balance. A local rider once told us, the mountain doesn't forgive hesitation. If you stop too long, fear catches up. Here, danger is exposure. Loose gravel. Sharp turns. Fog that erases distance. Survival is about posture. Low gear. Eyes forward. And never lean toward the void. Guoliang Tunnel Road breaks the mountain from within. Ma Pai Leng Pass scars it from the outside. Different countries. Same impulse. When nature refuses a path, humans carve one anyway. Ahead, stone gives way to water, and the road will no longer fight back. It will disappear. Water doesn't chase you. It waits. We're driving the Atlantic Ocean Road in Norway. The wind hits first. Salt on the lips, cold needles on the skin. The road rises and falls like a spine. Most days it's calm. Then a storm arrives. Waves lift, and the sea reaches across the asphalt. 1 second of hydroplaning here isn't a slide. It's a launch. Cars have been picked up, the way toys are lifted from a bath. A coastal engineer once told us the road was designed to bend, not resist. Survival advice is blunt. Slow before the bridge. Never brake mid-curve. And if waves begin to crest, turn around. Because water doesn't negotiate. Far south in France, the road doesn't fight the sea at all. This is the Passage du Gois. Twice a day, it disappears. The surface looks harmless, flat, straight. But tide tables decide everything here. Most accidents happen to people who can still see land. They misjudge time. They trust distance. A local fisherman once said, "The sea doesn't rush this road. It closes it. Quietly." Survival is about patience. Check the tide chart. Leave early. And if water reaches your tires, abandon the car. Climb. Because metal sinks faster than fear. Thousands of kilometers away, water turns solid. We're approaching the Vitim River Bridge in Siberia. A relic. Wood planks. No guardrails. Ice underneath. The bridge narrows the mind. Your hands stiffen. Your breathing shortens. A rail worker once crossed it weekly. He said the trick was to look forward. Not down. Never down. Here, danger is friction. Ice on wood. Wind on balance. Survival tips are few. Low speed. Straight wheels. And if the planks creak, don't stop. Atlantic Ocean Road is taken by waves. Passage du Gois is erased by tides. Vitim River Bridge waits for ice. Water doesn't need anger, only timing. Ahead, the road climbs. The air thins, and gravity will return to finish what water began. The air thins before the fear arrives. Your lungs notice first. Then, your hands. We're climbing the Tianmen Mountain Road in China. 99 hairpin turns. Not because it looks impressive, because the mountain allows nothing else. Each curve stacks on the next like a spiral staircase without walls. Most researchers believe drivers here underestimate how altitude affects judgment. Oxygen drops. Reaction time stretches. 1 second late on the brake, and the road doesn't correct you. It lets you go. A local bus driver once told us he counts turns out loud. Not for navigation, to stay awake. Survival is mechanical. Low gear. Brake before the curve, never inside it. And if your chest tightens, stop climbing. Your brain is already behind. On the other side of the world, the curves don't spiral. They stack. This is the Los Caracoles Pass, on the border of Chile and Argentina. The road folds back on itself, like a coiled wire. Snow lives here year-round. Ice hides in shade. Trucks crawl upward, sometimes needing multiple attempts to clear a single bend. A mountain ranger once said, "Most accidents happen downhill. Drivers trust gravity too much, and traction too little. Survival is humility. Chains on early. Speed kept low. And never assume the road is clear just because you can see it." Farther east, the mountain turns hostile. We're crossing Zojila Pass in the Indian Himalayas. Here, the road is narrow by design. Avalanches choose when you move. Wind decides how steady you feel. A supply driver once waited 6 hours for clouds to lift. Not patience, instinct. Danger here is sudden. Rockfall. Whiteout. A curve that wasn't there yesterday. Survival means timing. Cross early. Listen to locals. And if the mountain goes quiet, that's not safety. That's warning. Tianmen tests memory. Los Caracoles tests control. Zoji La tests nerve. At this height, fear isn't emotional. It's biological. Ahead, the air grows colder, the distance is longer, and the road will no longer forgive failure loudly. It will let you fade. The cold here doesn't strike. It drains. We're on the Dalton Highway in Alaska. 600 miles of nothing that answers back. No towns. No streetlights. Just wind scraping metal. The engine sounds smaller out here. The horizon never moves closer. Most researchers believe isolation kills more drivers here than crashes do. A blown tire becomes a countdown. A stalled engine becomes a verdict. A trucker named Mark once told us he never shuts the engine off in winter. Not for fuel, for blood flow. Survival is procedural. Keep the tank above half. Carry food on your body, not the seat. And if you stop to rest, set an alarm. Sleep feels like permission. Because cold doesn't rush. It convinces. Across the ocean, the same cold chooses a different weapon. We're approaching the Kolyma Highway in eastern Siberia. In summer, it looks harmless. Wide. Brown. Wet. Then the rain arrives. Permafrost softens. And the road turns to glue. Vehicles sink slowly here. Not dramatically. Axles first. Then frames. Then silence. A local mechanic once said, "The worst mistake is spinning the wheels." You think you're escaping. You're digging. Survival is restraint. Lower tire pressure. Steady throttle. And if you stop moving, don't fight it. Get out. Lighten the load. Because machines lose before mud does. Dalton Highway kills by distance. Kolyma Highway kills by patience. One freezes you in place. The other swallows you where you stand. In both places, help is theoretical. Maps lie. Signals vanish. You learn something out here. That danger doesn't need cliffs, or speed, or noise. Sometimes all it needs is space. Ahead, the road narrows. The margins disappear, and the danger will no longer be quiet. There is a moment on some roads when turning around stops being an option. Not because you can't, because your body knows better. We're crawling along the fairy Meadows Road in northern Pakistan. One lane, loose gravel, no rail between us and air. The engine vibrates through the floor. The cliff breathes beside us. Most researchers believe many accidents here happen during passing two vehicles meeting where neither was meant to exist. A local Jeep driver once told us, "The rule is simple. Whoever is closer to the mountain survives." Survival is etiquette. Yield early. Keep wheels pointed into the cliff. And if your hands shake, stop. Fear gets heavier when ignored. Across the world, the problem isn't space. It's distance. This is Skipper's Canyon Road in New Zealand. So narrow that two cars meeting turns into a negotiation with gravity. A ranger once said, "Some drivers reverse for kilometers without seeing behind them." Not bravery, commitment. Survival here is humility. Check weather. Honk before blind turns. And never rush silence. In Colorado, the warning is printed plainly. Black Bear Road. A sign reads, "Inexperienced drivers should not proceed." The turns here don't bend. They fold. Downhill. Backward. A moment of overconfidence becomes a pivot point. Rear wheels lift. Front wheels argue. Survival is discipline. First gear only. No distractions. And if doubt appears, listen. Then there is D 915 Bayburt of road in Turkey. 29 hairpin turns. No guardrails. No forgiveness. Built during wartime, this road was never meant for comfort. Only access. Drivers here don't measure mistakes in meters. They measure them in seconds. Survival is restraint. Brake before the turn, never inside it. And if traffic stacks, wait. Fairy Meadows demands courtesy. Skipper's Canyon demands patience. Black Bear demands obedience. D 915 demands respect. These roads don't test skill. They test judgment. Ahead, the danger won't corner you. It will stretch on, long enough to ask a harder question. Why we keep coming back? By now, the pattern is clear. Not the roads. Us. We're crossing the Sichuan-Tibet Highway, where mountains stack like questions with no answers. Altitude steals breath. Weather rewrites plans. Most researchers believe fatigue and hypoxia here bend judgment before danger ever appears. Drivers slow, then slow again. Because here, patience is oxygen. In Namibia, patience looks different. Van Zil's Pass isn't really a road. It's a suggestion. Stone piled on stone, no markings, no guarantees. A local guide once told us, "You don't conquer this pass. You ask it to let you through." Survival is honesty. Walk the line before you drive it. Lower pressure. Commit once. And if the angle feels wrong, it is. In Taiwan, danger hides in beauty. The Taroko Gorge Road slices through marble cliffs. Light reflects. Sound echoes. Distance lies. Earthquakes loosen stone. Rain moves it. The road remains until it doesn't. A park ranger once said, "The mountain never collapses without warning. We just stop listening." Survival is awareness. Watch the walls. Heed closures. And when the gorge goes quiet, leave. So why do we keep driving these roads? Not because we have to. Most of the time, there are safer ways. We drive them because part of us still wants to feel the edge, to measure ourselves against something that doesn't care who we are. These roads don't hate us. They don't test us. They simply exist. And every time we enter them, we make a choice. To slow down. To pay attention. To respect forces older than intention. Or not. If this journey changed how you see the road beneath you, stay with us. There are more edges to explore.